Well, many of us fans are pretty excited that we're getting a Legion of Superheroes animated series, which is going to be on HBO Max and headed up by the one and only Brian Michael Bendis. Now, there's probably not many items more famous in DC Comics than the Legion Flight Ring, so I thought we could take a couple minutes to talk about the ring's history, how it works, and where I think it'll fit into the series. Honestly, probably one of the top 5 superhero items ever. Now, before we dive into this though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away a PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free week of Skillshare down below. It's a pretty cool way for you to develop all of your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pocket. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I've been pretty surprised at the level of excitement for the upcoming Legion of Superheroes cartoon series, which is gonna be on HBO Max. We found out it's going to be adult-oriented, meaning themes and stories, but for many fans of the Legion, this will also mean us seeing a lot of the famous Legion flight ring. I mean, quite honestly, the end of Young Justice Season 3 teased us with the rings, and fans find this item one of the coolest ones in all of comics. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the ring, the name is kind of self-explanatory. It allows the wearer of the ring to fly, but what's interesting is it has a little bit of a caveat, because you can fly in atmospheric conditions or, more interestingly, in outer space. All the rings pretty much look the same and they have that L for the Legion of Superheroes engraved in the center, giving them a very distinctive and easily recognizable look. Now, the rings themselves have been in comics for a long time, making their first appearance in Adventure Comics number 329, which came out way back in February of 1965. In pre-Zero Hour DC Universe, it was created by Brainiac 5, and in Post-Hour, The Invisible Kid. But quite honestly, most fans give Brainiac the credit. Now, the rings work and are activated by conscious willpower, meaning more or less the user just has to think about it. But we do know the rings have a limit to how much they can carry. We know this because the Legionnaire Block actually has to wear 3 rings due to his massive size. The rings are composed of a compound known as Valorium, which is an alloy of Thanagarian nth metal. Now, this does make sense because Thanagarian nth metal does possess somewhat of a similar anti-gravity capability. Now, the rings have made their way far and wide in the DC Universe. We know Superman, who is a former and reservist Legionnaire, possesses a flight ring that he keeps in the Fortress of Solitude, even though he doesn't really need it. And then there's also Booster Gold, who was one of the few non-Legionnaires to ever use a flight ring. Now, how much the flight rings and their story play into the upcoming animated series, we really don't know yet. They are a wicked cool item in the history of DC Comics, and quite honestly, as a kid into wish fulfillment, it was at the top of the list of items I would always want to have. Although, I still would rather have a Green Lantern ring instead. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of the Legion flight ring? And were you aware it was made of an alloy variant of Thanagarian nth metal? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not going to get any updates. Peace.